Chapter 6. So we learn that Kira and her brother decide to leave, and we kind of learn about how they have to get out of the volcano with the Watchers. They had to distract them by throwing a rock to have them go see what that noise was so that they could get out without being seen. They also had to go away from the volcano a certain way so that the Watchers wouldn't be able to see them on the outside. We learned that her brother was really amazed at seeing the outside. He had never seen the outside before, meaning he'd never seen the stars or a lot of the things that were on the outside. So he was kind of amazed by that whole beginning of the adventure. And then once they got to where they were going, they quickly learned that there really were these takers there, and the description of them was pretty vivid of being very large people, very tall, very thin, um, kind of scary when you really think about their description. Intimidating. They were very loud, and Kira, as she approached the camp, could see that they were torturing someone. So they were whipping them with what looked like a long piece of leather, um, kind of slicing the middle of this person's body, and we're trying to get information out of him about his village because their plan was to take his village over. So they wanted to know how many people were there, how many people that they were going to have to fight against, and what kind of weapons they had, which they finally got out of him that they only had spears. So a spear is like a long stick with something sharp on the end that you would maybe throw. Um, to protect yourself, but it sounds as if the takers have very long swords or some sort of similar weapon, which um, easily would have defeated this village if all they had was spears. So, um, Kiara kind of got to the point where she had enough information where she could have probably started to leave. And of course, she turns around and her brother is there because he did not listen to her. So the chapter ends with her brother um, not stopping like she wanted him to and turning around and starting to head back. And the branch that they were on snapped and he fell down into the camp. And that is how the chapter has ended. So we will be thinking about what would happen to them. She's still up in the tree, he's down in the camp. Will she go down after him? Will she watch and see what the takers do to her brother? Will she try to save him? So we will have to see.